What's going on, guys? It's DJ Lee. Welcome back to It's DJ Lee TV. Now, you already created your beat, created your song, recorded your vocals, finished your final mix. What's next? Mastering, alright? I'm going to talk about what exactly mastering is and what exactly the steps to creating a great mastered version so now you can own your masters, alright? Stay tuned, I'm going to dive right in. What's going on, guys? It's DJ Lee with Producer Hacks. Let's get right to it. First and foremost, what is a master? Why are we mastering? Mastering is the final stage of the creative music production process. Alright? Don't think that you can just make a song and just put it out there. There's steps to this. Very important. There's steps. Don't forget that. Alright? I get asked the question all the time, what is mastering used for if I already have a great mix? Okay, why not make it greater? Like, it never ends. We can always make it amplify something or create something that's going to change the dynamic of your actual mix. Alright, the steps of the creative process once again are creating that beat or buying your beat, however you want to do that. Alright, mixing that beat, possibly mastering that beat if you want to, recording over that beat. Alright, me personally, I like to go back after I record and add other sounds or take away sounds, so that I call it like my post beat production, you know what I'm saying? Then I mix the whole thing, mix the beat, I pan everything around, do all of that stuff that I have to do to make everything sound like it fits in its own spot, create more depth in that. Then finally, you know what I'm saying, I add like I'll gel it together and make a clean version and a dirty version and an instrumental version. I'll export all of these files as stereo, and now it's time for mastering. Alright, mastering is the final. I promise you, it is the final. Do not do anything after mastering. It's the final stage. Alright, another question I'm asked is, what is the purpose of mastering? And like I said, make that song bigger and better, make it sound louder, make it sound more unique, make it sound 4D. Alright, 4-dimensional, not 3D, 4D. You want the person to feel it, act like you're in the song. When you put those headphones on, like it's like having great headphones. You put the headphones on, you want to jump into that world. You know what I'm saying? If you ever seen the movie Soul, where he starts playing the piano and next thing you know he's just in the song, you know what I'm saying? It's like the old Dr. Dre Beats commercials. You put the beats on and you're in a different world. You want to be in the song. When that song plays, you want to be in it. Nothing else around you matters. Alright, another question I'm always asked is, what are the actual stages of mastering? Let me just show you guys this real quick. Alright, I'm going to put it up on the screen. First and foremost, BPM and key. You want to have your song in appropriate BPM and in appropriate key. If your song is 140 BPM, beats per minute, you don't want to have your song set to 78 beats per minute. You understand? You don't want to have the wrong BPM. Next thing is your key. You don't want to be playing a song in F minor and have it set to A. Do you understand what I'm saying? BPM and key are very important for DJs, for producers. Anybody you're going to distribute your song to, they have to know your BPM and your key. If anybody wants to remix your song, BPM and key, they'll always ask, what's the BPM? Or what key is it in? That's very important in music, not only just music production, but in the music. Alright, the next thing is cutting off the tail. So you're going to listen to the beginning of your song and the end. Alright, the beginning and the end, beginning and the end. However it is, beginning and the end. And you're going to listen to when it comes in. Do you want it to come in strong, boom, or you want it to fade in a little bit? I like to fade in the beginning a little bit, or depending on if it's a hit song, like a hard stabbing song, I have it jump right on that beat, because I'm a DJ where I scratch a lot. I'll scratch the song in the beginning and then let it drop in. Understand? Or I'll have a quick switch where I can just dump the song right in. If you want to be more of a person that likes to blend or beat match, you probably put a few fades in there, fade the tail in the beginning, fade the tail at the end. Alright, those are two very important parts of mastering. The next step is listen. Listen for distortion, pops, uneven levels, phase issues, any mistake from mixing. If you hear it during the mastering listen session, send it back. Do not touch that mix, send it back immediately. Do not try to master a bad mix, because you can only make it worse. You can never fix a bad mix, you can only make a good mix better. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can't fix a bad mix. Not really, but you can amplify a great mix. Do you understand? Our process is not, the purpose of a mastering engineer is not to fix something, only enhance it. Alright? The next step is to compress lightly. We're going to compress very lightly. The reason why we're compressing lightly is because we only want to take this huge mix and we just want to cut off a few tails at the top and at the bottom so that now the mix fits. Instead of fitting here and having spikes everywhere jumping around, it's going to fit in this box. Alright, this box, this square right here, this rectangle right here, this is where the song's going to lie. Alright, not nothing crazy where it's going to squish it down here, but from here, we're just going to make it lie right around here. Alright, the next step is going to be to EQ. EQing is going to enhance the frequencies based on the specific genre. If we're doing hip hop, we'll have more bass, more 808s, you know what I'm saying? A few highs in there. It's not going to be too many mids or lower mids like that. Not too much. But it's going to be there, but it's not going to be too much, all right? So EQing is going to help enhance certain aspects of the frequency range, all right? Like I said, for hip hop, it's usually going to be those 808 frequency ranges where it can boom, 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 where those could jump out to you, all right? Next part of the process is to enhance the mix with saturation and warmth. All right, so if you have a mix and it's sounding pretty all right, it's just a mix, it's sounding like it's just going by like this linear and it sounds like it sounds dull, you want to make it sound more warm. You want to make it sound more vintage, more analog, like it's not just made in the computer, it's made, you could feel the mix, you understand? You don't want to just hear the mix, you want to feel the mix as a whole. So we're going to take a regular sound and we're going to make it sound more comfortable. All right, think of when you paint your room a different color, or if you go outside on a summer day versus going outside on a winter day. You want to feel the warmth of your song. You understand what I'm saying? The next step, so you want to use saturators, like I said, saturators for that. Tapes, anything like that, tape or saturators. The next step is to make the song bigger. This is my favorite part right here, is enhancing the stereo image. Take a song that fits in this box and make it spread across the stereo image. So now when you're listening in the headphones, it's not only right here, it's around your whole body. So you can surround yourself with the song. And like I said previously, you make that song 4-dimensional, 4D. Not 3D, 4D. You want to be in the actual song. Alright. The next step, use a hard limiter or maximizer to control your dynamics as a whole. So the first compressor is just a regular compressor. We're going to use it just slightly. You understand? Slight compression. The second compressor, you're going to limit, use it as a limiter, hard compression. So now these are the walls, this is your ceiling, this is your floor. All right, your maximizer is going to take your sounds and enhance them by dropping your threshold and making that pretty much all your sounds jump. All right, it's going to make your limiter hit at this specific spot. This is your threshold. The threshold is when the limiter starts working. All right, or whatever you're using. All right, the next step is to listen again. Listen and listen and listen. But before you listen again, take a break. Go do something else. Listen to some different music. Just take a break for a minute, then come back and listen. Sit there and listen. How did I do? Let's compare the old versus the new. Let's bypass everything, then listen to it with everything on. All right. Bypass means to turn everything off. All right. If you take the bypass off, you're turning everything back on. Compare those different methods. And once you finish that, you're going to check your mix in mono. So what that means is check your mix in mono summed. So mono summed is, after we use the stereo imager, it's going to be big, but you don't want phasing issues. So if there's phasing issues, when you go to mono summed, you'll hear sounds missing. All right. So if you have kick drums that are, for some reason, you wanted to make those very stereo, so I don't do that. You make them stereo. When you mono sum them, they're probably going to be gone. So on certain platforms, you won't hear those kick drums going through the headphones, going through the speakers, all right? Now, after you've done all of this, grab a song that's similar, that's out right now, in the same genre, that's similar, and you're going to compare it to your song. This is going to be called your reference track. You have a song that you made and a reference track song. You're going to compare the dynamics, the warmth, and see if you can put this out right now. If I put this out, can they flow from this song to this song? That's my favorite part. Also, can I mix this song with the song that's out right now? If the answer is no, go back, fix the mix, tell them fix the mix, send it back, or fix the master. There's something going on that you can obviously amplify, take away. Go do that again, you know what I'm saying? There's different types of EQs you can use, different types of compressors, dynamic ones. You can do mid-side, EQing, all types of different techniques, you understand what I'm saying? All different types of Well, you don't want to do too much in mastering once again. You just want to amplify. But there's different tricks to get to the spots that you need to get to or to amplify your sounds. Alright? And the last part, the last step to your mastering process is to bounce your sound, your song, your final song in stereo. This is going to be your master. So like I said previously, I take my song, I do an instrumental, a clean, and a dirty version. And I usually do an acapella. And the same master applies to all four. You don't go and do different masters on all four different mix exports. You don't do that. That's crazy. Why would you have a different master on your clean version than your dirty version, or a different master on your instrumental than your acapella? Everything got to be the same. They're all going out there. You want to be one cohesive sound if you put them together. All right. People are going to sample your music, mix it around, make sure it sounds great all together and great by themselves. All right. Now, a lot of people ask me this final question, and it goes, is there a career in being a mastering engineer? I say absolutely. It's probably one of my favorite things to do is master, because I get to hear everybody's different sound and what they're working on. If I want to hop on it, I always feature on something, you know what I'm saying? I love to master. Actually, this is what I'm going to do for you guys. If you guys are working on a song right now, I'll leave in the description my email. All right. Now, if you email me, right, using this promo code that says itsdjlee TV, that's itsdjlee TV, I will master any of your songs for a huge discount. All right, but you have to use that promo code. You have to. All right. Once again, it's djlee. This is djlee TV, and I'm out.
Black Timbs, black pants, guess the match is sweater. I think it's time my fans